So I asked my question on the Ask Shango ratio.
That sexy god who uses playing cards?
Yes, it is he who revealed this motherfucker was plotting against me.
오하우.
He was right.
테트 이제 어메이징 아인가요?
Now I know just what to do with him.
Oh yes. Shango Ray will read your bloody mail. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. Fuck around if you want to.
An action. How about that? Blah. What is going on? You know who I am, okay? You know who I am. All right, this is Shango Ray, and I wanted to do a very brief live today on our brand new upcoming Valentine's Day ritual. It's the Valentine's Day Massacre with the one and only. It's not one, actually, it's a lot. But Exu Pomba Gira, with the kingdoms of Exu Pomba Gira. I say it like that because this ritual is also it's going to be an opportunity for those who participate, should they want to, right? Should they want to, it's going to be an opportunity to connect, find and connect with your very own personal Exu and Pomba Gira, because there's thousands of Exus and Pomba Giras. And so this ritual does go down on the 14th. And I got to say this. I know usually Valentine's Day, right, has to do with love in particular. And believe it or not, this ritual isn't so much so based on love as it is based on sexual magnetism, attraction, and seduction. You have an inner seducer. Do you know that? Did you know that? Yes, you do. And what this ritual is going to facilitate anyways is for you to be able to more fully express that, enhance that, multiply that. What's going on, prophetess? Shout out to you. So that's because if you think about it, everything in this particular matrix is based on magnetism. Sexual magnetism. Sorry, I just got in right now. Sexual magnetism is probably one of the most powerful forces that we have, besides like actual love, you know what I'm saying? The frequency of love. And the fact of the matter is, you actually use your sexual magnetism and attraction, and even your if you have seduction skills, right? Wouldn't be a bad thing to start maybe kind of brushing up on some of those leading up to the down on the 14th. As it is right now, just so you know, it's going to just be a ceremony to honor the Exu and Pomba Gira kingdoms. Of course, I'm going to be stating everyone who's joining. I'm going to record it. Okay, I'm going to record it and I'm going to send it to you. There's really nothing that you need to do per se, although I'm saying that now. Something may come to me later on tonight. So tentatively, right, you can watch, the ceremony. What's going on? How you doing? Good evening. Buenas noches. So yeah, just want to definitely state that right now. A lot of times these rituals start to take shape as we go along. I think I know everything, which I know I don't. And next thing you know, shit starts taking its own shape, its own form. So what I wanted to just discuss here today, though. Oh yeah, like I was saying though, you use these attributes. All right, these, I don't know what you want to call them, but you use them every day, and or you use them in every area of your life, whether you're in business, whether you are at a job, whether you're a stay-at-home wife. You know what I'm saying? Stay-at-home wives be working that sexual magic and attraction on their husband to get what they want, So My point is, we all have it. We all do use it. So that's where, because to me, Pomba Gira, and like if you really look, there's, like I said, there's Pomba Gira is like a title. It's like saying a blood or a crip, right? If you're praying if you're praying to blood or crip, right? Which one? There's millions of them, right? So Pomba Gira as an archetype is about that. To me, she exemplifies that inner, like, divine femininity, kind of like on the dark side, though, if you will. When I say dark, I'm talking about like a human incarnation of that primordial energy, you know, which in my opinion is almost not, there's really not much more powerful than that as far as among the living anyway. So this is about really tapping into that for yourself, you know. And yes, of course, obviously this is Valentine's Day, which has to do with relationships, right? So this is what this is about as well, you know. But what I wanted to talk about briefly too, something that was on my mind earlier last night, as like, what's one of the one main thing that actually gets in the way of someone's sexual attraction? I'm gonna say powers from now on, okay? From your sexual attraction powers, right? From your seduction powers, from all that, what keeps you really from really fully tapping in to that? And I actually got an answer for that, believe it or not. I actually got an answer for that. One of the things, well, this, I'll call it the voice. All right, we'll just say it's the voice. All right, the voice. Danny Doom, what's going on? The voice told me one of the main things, because I know a lot of people are going to be joining this ritual. Some are going to want to get a lover back. Okay, fine. You know, that's cool. It's on you. Pomba Gira is definitely notorious for that. You know, getting a lover back, if that's what you want to do. I'm kind of like me, I can't judge everybody's experience of things based, you know, my mindset is on new horizons. My mindset is on bigger and better. My mindset is on new shit, new experiences, blase, right? In some ways, if you look at it, if you're trying to get an ex back, I'm not saying in every way, right? And I'm not judging those who do want to get an ex back. What I'm saying is, in some ways, it's like you're hanging on to the past. You know, there's possibly a whole ton of new shit for you. And you, I'm sorry, I got a text. But there is it kind of threw me off too. Because there flashes on the screen. I'm on my phone right now. Who he says, ain't no one wanna ask, is she good for sexual dreams? Living happily, we will definitely address that. I don't know exactly specifically what you mean sexual dreams, like to get the sexual dream lover of your you know what I'm saying, of your dreams. Yes, absolutely. But one of the things that, okay, aside from the whole lover thing, I don't want to stay on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do that, then you can do that with your 2024 Pomba Gira. Oh, let me show you something. Un momento. So this is the old one that we had. I still have mine, still work mine. It's a little tattered now. Okay, it's a little tattered. It's a little tattered, and like I said, it has all kinds of stuff on it. You know. But this is and it's got like oil, like I said, it's got all kinds of stuff on it. Yeah, okay? All kinds. So this was, I mean, it's been in my pocket. It's been in my pocket. You always do. You always do. I'm sorry, somebody's. You can see the cuff. The new 2024 cuff bags are not gonna look like this. This has been in my pocket. This has been all over the place, right? This has been through hell and back. So this is the old one that we did, I think, 2 years ago. We did another ritual for cuff season, right around October or something like that. But this is one of the cuff bags. Has like the lace and stuff like that. With the handcuffs, if you can see it, I might get some more handcuffs for these new batches. Yeah, this thing has like been through hell. So you can't really go off, don't go off aesthetics, okay? It's what it does, right? So here's the handcuffs. But what I was going to tell you though, aside from all that trying to get a lover bag, if you want to use your cuff bag, because the cuff bag is a part of the ritual, right? It's one of the main parts, because during February we're going to infuse this with that good old Valentine's Day energy. Okay, everyone, love, passion, lust, all that good stuff, that's all up in the air. Okay, we've all decided that that's a day that stands for that, and so therefore in this matrix it stands for that. That's what it is. So we're going to be siphoning off this energy. We're going to use the energy of this day. Why not? Even though it's not technically a day that is prescribed to Pomba Gira, although some people say, that it is. But if you want to go traditional Kimbanda, like it's February 14th, ain't got shit to do with Pomba Gira. But, she likes that day too. Just like all you brothers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like that day, Can she cast a wide net? New people, exes? Yes, she can. Yes, she actually can. That's a good question. I'm going to get to your question. So if you do, feel free to ask a question in the chat, because I'm going to go back and start to answer your questions. All right. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Dave. That's a good question. Let me tell you something. If you are not familiar with the Eshus and the Pomba Giras of Kimbanda, they are equivalent. Okay. They are cross gateway spirits. They are messengers. Okay, just like Elegua, just like Papa Legba, just like Lucero, just like all these other crossroad deities. Meaning, in addition to the sexual attraction, in addition to the seduction and all that good stuff, they are also who you want to go to open your way, open your roads. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I feel even stronger about that, because each and every Eshu and Pomba Gira was a human spirit as well, just like you and me. So these particular spirits somehow got into that kingdom, and depending on who we're talking about, rose through the ranks or whatever have you, to a certain place of authority within that realm. That realm affects this realm in a certain way. How? By opening the way or closing the way. All right. And also for communication, messages, things of that nature. But Pomba Gira is definitely, she's a hot mama. That's a bad bitch. Okay. That is a bad bitch. Straight up. And Eshu's no joke. Eshu's that nigga, man. I'm just gonna tell you right now. He is. But what I was gonna tell you is, so I was wondering, like, okay, as far as sexual attraction, because this, some people want to get somebody back, some people want to get somebody new, or just have more options, more choices, right? In their romantic life, as I said, you're gonna be using this energy, these influences, these faculties of yours, right? With dealing with the sexual energy, you're going to be using these in all kinds of ways. Just because when you're using your sexual magnetism in business doesn't mean you're trying to fuck the person you're doing business with or you want to do business with. It's another way of, like I said, getting what you want. Everything in your life is based on magnetism. So you can go on and chase it if you want, or you can magnetize it. I don't know. Me personally, I'm going with magnetizing. All right. So I was thinking, what stops or blocks one's magnetism? Don't ask me why I went down this rabbit hole. And the answer I got was kind of like, I was like, wow, right? So this is the answer. Are you ready for the answer? Are you ready for the answer? Because I'm going to give it to you. All right. I'm sure there's several reasons. One of the main reasons, though, that I received, this is what I heard, right, on this side. When one is living a lie, especially about, especially in concerns with who the fuck you are. Now, this can go all kinds of ways, right? But when you are living a lie, I was shown that you are leaking life force energy, prana, ashe, what else? What else call it? Chi, whatever, ki, whatever. Life force. You are leaking life force if you're living a lie. So, in what ways might you be living a lie? Right? And then I was told something else, right? I was shown some different situations with people, and some of them I don't even know who the fuck they are. I don't know if they exist or if they were just used to illustrate a point. But as far as a man goes, fellas, if you got a woman or women, if you are living a lie, in my opinion, is kind of like living in betrayal to yourself. So if you're living in such a way where you are betraying yourself each and every day, you can bet your bottom dollar that's going to be reflected back to you through your bitches or through your woman or whoever. And I do believe that works the other way around too as well, from women to men. I think it's more of a people thing, but I know specifically with men, it's like it seems to be a little bit, I don't want to say amplified, but it is because as a man, blah, blah, you're kind of like your role in the relationship and the situation and stuff like that. But anyways, this whole living a lie thing, right? So I was like, well, can you give me some examples of that? Okay, so number one, these are just examples. You're in a relationship that you don't really want to be in. The reason you're in a relationship is because of maybe something of what you don't want to happen, right? Maybe you'll suffer some kind of consequence if you're not in the relationship, be that financially, be that any other way. But if you had it your way, you wouldn't be in that relationship, right? Or with that person. Here's another thing that I was also shown. Not doing what you want to do in your life with your life. If you have been putting yourself on the back burner in regards to what you really want to do, that's in essence just like turning your back on yourself. It doesn't matter how you slice it. In any way that you are turning your back on yourself, it is going to be reflected back to you. This matrix, aka your life, right? Your life experience is going to reflect that. And it's going to reflect that primarily through people, but also through circumstances and situations. And many times people make up the circumstances and the situations. So when you're not living authentically, right? Fellas, you nice guys out there, yeah, you go lying to these broads. Oh yeah, sure, I like the offer. That's a small example, right? That's a small example. But really, you're trying to fuck, so you're trying to be agreeable. That's why bitches don't like nice guys, because they can't trust them. Because it's like, and I think it would be applicable to anyone acting like that. Like someone who's just really agreeable. It's like, no, what do you like? You know, like Coming to America, right? Whatever you like. No, what do you like? Like, do you have the audacity, the boldness to just be yourself? I was thinking even about that term, right? I was like, why do I gotta be bold just to be myself? You know what I'm saying? That sounds so fucking stupid. Why can't I just be myself? Fact of the matter is, most or a lot of people are not really truly living authentically or being themselves, right? Whatever that is, because they're afraid to be judged. They're afraid people are going to see certain things about them, certain sides about them, and not like them or reject them. And I mean, everyone wants to be accepted, of course. You know, who doesn't prefer to be accepted? But then there's, some of you are like me, and like, whether you accept me or not, fuck it, because you know you're good by yourself also. So it's not really like there's really nobody can really do nothing to you. I've been in relationships where, yeah, I've cared about the person. I'm sure they cared about me. I know they did, right? And it's like you maybe you don't want to hurt somebody too. Also, that could be, since we're talking about Valentine's Day and relationships or whatever, right? If you're in a relationship that you don't want to be in, as bad as it may be, you have to follow your heart. If you know that you're that's not where you're supposed to be, based off of like your heart's desire, like your heart's telling you, look, we got to go this way. You may not, and it doesn't make sense right here. You do got to follow that. The longer you resist that, the more you're going to pay the price, the bigger the price to pay is. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Same thing with not living authentically, doing what you want to do with your life. What do you want to do in your life? Why aren't you doing it? That type of thing. You keep going to a job that you fucking hate, right? It's probably causing you health problems. Stress and all that shit causes health problems. Being in a job you hate that slowly snatches your soul every single fucking day, right? I'm not saying to quit today, but obviously, like, we all have the ability to make choices. We all have the ability to choose this, that, whatever we choose. And at any point, we could have made some choices, started getting some things together, you know, to whereas you can do or live as you authentically are. There's a reason why you're like you are. There's a reason why you gravitate to certain things. You're magnetized to certain things innately, you know? Certain things just like turn you the fuck on, you know? There's a reason for that. And for you not to be living in accord with that is a fucking travesty. So, I wanted to just talk about that because I feel like that's another thing that you could use this new 2024 cuff bag and this ritual, and just, you know, from that day forth, what? Because to me, I think bigger than just relationships, even though relationships are probably one of the most important things you will ever have in this lifetime. First with yourself, and then of course with others, because when you leave this fucking body of yours, you're not taking none of the money, you're not taking none of the cars, none of the clothes, none of the bullshit with you. You're only going to take your consciousness, your awareness, and your experiences and your memories too, even though they may get wiped if you come back here, but they're still there somewhere. Just like on a hard drive, you can't ever really get rid of anything. Once you put like a text out or a post or some type of digital something, it exists somewhere. It cannot unexist. Even if like you scrub it and do all this other shit, it's still somewhere. And they've tried to scrub us, you know what I'm saying? But some of these things are coming out online. That's where they trying to block certain shit. You know what I'm saying? David, what's going on? Bendición, papo. I'm gonna probably do some readings later on tonight, but I'm just discussing this upcoming ritual, and if I can, you know what I'm saying, we'll see about that. But so yeah, if you're not living authentically, man, and now is like this particular year, I feel is extremely important for that. Like I feel like this is one of them years of like instant type of karma thing, or let me say it this way: instant cause and effect. You can cause almost virtually instant effects by being the cause of something, right? But it can work both ways, though, positive, negative. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you. But living like that is definitely going to affect your magnetism because for some reason, this universe, this matrix, likes authentic motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I know in society, fake motherfuckers are kind of bigged up, right? But the matrix, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it really favors authentic motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It really does. Like you just have this light, you just have this shine, and motherfuckers can't help but be attracted to you, right? Especially since we're talking about this Valentine's Day shit. The members of or people that you would find affection for, or you would be attracted to, or that you want to have some attraction with, or bust their back out or something. My grandmother banned us from knowing our family who practice faith different. Lately, I'm doing this and I have no idea who is talking in my head. I'm telling you, they can't suppress, like religion has been used to suppress things like that, all this types of shit. I know a lot of people that are living in the prison of, not wanting to do certain things because of what other people are going to think. Now, understand this, depending on what your profession is, right? If you're like in the corporate world, what people think can kind of affect you. Okay, I'm not saying it's not without total effect. Like you could just, I don't give a fuck. But depending on how you're set up, right? In some industries, it's very close knit. Doors can open and doors can close. But yet again, if you are the god, if you are the goddess, you can open your fucking doors. Somehow, some way, a way will be made. Period. Point blank. I guess that's where the boldness comes in because initially you might get ostracized. People ain't gonna understand you. People are gonna try and clown you. They're gonna disrespect you. They whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But that motherfucker who can stand on his square and just be like, hey, and it's like somebody that goes out and wears a stupid hat and they rock the shit out of that stupid hat, right? And they know that people are going to look, maybe people are laughing and like, you know what I'm saying? They just really, truly, honestly don't care. There's going to be a time where it flips and then all of a sudden people like that guy for him and his stupid hat. But he has to make it through that first little part. Are you going to feel insecure? You're going to feel self-conscious? Like, oh man, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have worn this hat. I was going to go to the store, but now I don't want to go in because I have this hat on. Fuck all that. So, like I said, as far as sexual magnetism is concerned, right? Because of the way it is, the way this thing, this matrix is set up, magnetism is where it's at, and your sexual energy, right, is what magnetizes you, right? Because if you know anything about basic physics, when you put some electrons or you electrify something, that's what makes it a magnet, right? Your sexual energy is that zap that makes you a fucking magnet. Okay, so I'm sure you have some ideas on what kind of partners that you want to start to get. What I'm about to say is definitely not coming from no ego. All right, I promise you that. And what I'm about to say is not, it's not to impress you, okay? But it is to impress upon you because some of you seem to think that you can't have what you want in the romantic section of your life. Maybe everything else is going great except for that part, right? But I'm to the point now, I can only speak for myself, all right? If I fucking want you, no, excuse me, strike the want. If I desire you, then bitch, I'ma have you. I'ma get you. It's just that simple. Now, yes, I see bad bitches all the time, but my first job is to get to at least know you somewhat to see if I desire you. Because just because you look like that doesn't mean I'm going to desire you. When I say desire you, I mean it's not just a passing fancy. You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Like a little kid in a toy shop. You know what I'm saying? Like their heads going all over the place like a sprinkler. You know, I'm not talking about that initial part. I'm talking about if if I get you on my fucking radar, like this shit's gonna fucking zap. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. It's not even up for discussion. I'm going to get you. I already got you. Okay? It's just a matter of time before this whole shit really unfolds. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. Facts. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? That is all I'm gonna say. Facts. You don't have to believe me. You know what I'm saying? You can experience, some of you ladies out there, you kind of have the same thing. Like, you know, if you really want to, like, you can get them. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. There may be that one that like got away or something. You know what I'm saying? Or his powers are just a little bit more. So it's like it challenges your powers like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So of course you do. All you women, every single one of you loves a challenge. You don't want no lay down. You don't. At some point in time, you want to be like, fuck. You want to be challenged. You want to be challenged actually all throughout, but it depends on how you're being challenged and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't one of them videos to talk about that. But my point is, if you're just interested in this for I don't know, the type of romantic interest that you maybe at one point you thought was out of your league or something, right? Or whatever. Like this is that turning point that you've been waiting for. You're about to get fucking zapped. Okay? Deaconess, what's going on? Welcome. And I'm just telling you this because I keep experiencing that. So don't let me want you. Okay? No, excuse me. Don't let me desire you. Because then if I put you on the fucking radar, that's it. I am not fucking playing around with you. Pack your shit up. You're under new management, bitch. As of right now. Come with me. That's basically how it is. All right. And yes, I am patient. Okay. But here, I want you to be, we're not going to be chasing. Okay. You're not magnetizing shit if you're chasing. Now, you can pursue a person or the kind of person that you want a little. You know what I'm saying? Pursuing is fine. Pursuing the things you want in life, that's fine. But you're not chasing them. Chasing presumes that it's running away from you. That's just, to start with, that's not a really good model, in my opinion. It's not. It's not. So I know this is kind of, it seems a little out of the spectrum. Like, what does this have to do with like sexual seduction and lust and all this stuff? As you can see, hopefully that this is starting to make a lot of sense to you now. It has a lot to do because that also affects the way you feel about yourself and how you secretly feel about yourself, whether you know it or not. Some of you want somebody, right? But there's deep down, right, underneath your consciousness, you want to keep people away because you're like, no, I like this person, but if I let them get too close, they're going to see some real shit about me. They're going to see who I really am, then they're not going to like me. So you do a lot of this back and forth shit, and you don't let people really get close, you know? You don't let people get close. I had an ex, all my exes are my teachers, but I had one ex in particular. She was like fucking ultra college collegiate education in women and goddesses. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just put it that way. She knows who she is, you know? She might even be watching, for fuck's sake. Okay. But I learned so much about women. Obviously, I would be interested in women. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you are, if you're a man or a woman, what you're interested in, but I learned so much. You manifested what you were meditating on. Pretty much so, yeah. I don't know what context, Deaconess. I think there may be a little bit of a lag. What does Pomba Gira not like when it comes to romantic pursuits? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Does she have rules about any of that? I'm going to start to answer some questions. So I'm going to go back here. We're going to start with Danny Doom right here. Okay. And matter of fact, that X is watching. And yes, it is you. Okay. I owe that woman a lot, I feel, in my evolution. Okay. Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you, Deaconess. Okay. Let's start here, right? Because Pomba Gira, what does Pomba Gira not like when it comes to romantic pursuits? Does she have rules about any of that? You know what? I said a brief story. I made a video before. I kind of don't want to say the whole story again, but basically, I'll just say it real fast to illustrate that Pomba Gira likes. Pomba Gira is a fire spirit now. Okay, so like, yeah, she was human at one point in time, but these are now like fire spirits. Okay, aggressive. If not aggressive, also bold. Now, I know some of you watching that want to join this ritual now, like get the fuck on it. Maybe your personality, or you don't identify with, like, well, that's not me. Like I'm really shy. I'm really timid and stuff like that. I understand that. I understand that. But I know that you've had a moment in your life where you have been bold, right? And furthermore, I'm sure I keep seeing this everywhere. The saying that your new life is going to cost you your old one or your current one, right? And who you think you are is really just a bunch of bullshit, to be honest with you. It's just conditioned habits and behaviors. So like, you actually could be bold when it's called for. You know what I'm saying? Or just bold enough to, like, it doesn't mean as a woman that you're going to be super aggressive. I mean, there's a time and a place for that. A time and a place for that. You know? But for one, boldness, I would say. So you can look at boldness even in another way, right? Maybe placing yourself in position to where this guy can notice you, right? I'm not saying it for you, Danny Doom, like, just as using you as an example, right? To whereas maybe before you might have thought, well, this guy seems to have his shit together. Like I think he might be out of my league and stuff like that. You know how you women be overthinking shit, and women are like extremely self-conscious. I don't care how fine you are, like how fine, how whatever. The finer you are, the more insecure you are. I can promise you that. Save that shit for someone who don't know, because this is Papa Shangito, okay? I know. I'm in your fucking head. All right, period. I know. You don't even have to admit it. It's cool. I get it. But you know how you overthink a lot of shit, right? Well, the boldness could be to actually maybe begin to like either approach or converse or whatever have you with this person, whereas maybe before you did it, right? So I'm talking to each and every one of you women as far as when I said that I know how y'all are, okay? There's a fundamental thing with y'all, period, all right? Period. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But does that make sense to you, Danny Doom? You know what I'm saying? I've never not gotten a guy I was interested in, but I've fucked shit up before. Okay, well, maybe we'll stop doing that, or maybe not. I don't know. Does she have rules about any of that? There's really no rules for that. There's no rules for that. There is no rules for that. Like some spirits, they say, "Oh, don't." What was the name of that one spirit? I'm trying to think of. They were like, "Hey, you can use this if it has to do with like a single woman or with your wife, but you can't use this to like get somebody's wife or husband." Some moral shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Pomba Gira is about pleasure. She's about satisfaction. You know, she's about that drag of the cigarette, that sip of the liquor, that smoke of the weed, that like, you know what I'm saying? Like those earthly pleasures as well. She's definitely about that. No, 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 no. Danny Doom says, you heard she doesn't like home wreckers. No, no, no. There was another spirit I was trying to think of to use it as an example to contrast Pomba Gira, because Pomba Gira's with the shits. Pomba Gira's like your best girlfriend. Like, fuck it, girl. Like, get that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how she can be. And once again, they each have different personalities, but they are all known to be quite wild. That's what I'm going to say. So that would be pretty much on you. Obviously, just because you can do something, you may not want to do it. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. All right. But if that's what you really desire to do, if this is what you really desire to do, then maybe you should do it and pick up the cards after. Maybe not the best advice, but hey, you could say Pomba Gira is a home wrecker. You could say that she's the patron spirit of all the home wreckers. She's also definitely known to be a protector and kind of like the go-to for ladies of the night, if you catch my drift, and things of that nature. So she's definitely not one to be confined by whatever social moral shit is going on currently, or where you live. Like she's like, look, if you want it, get it. Hot and fiery, very protective, and also good for dishing out. Like she will whoop some ass. Pomba Gira will whoop some ass. Both Eshu and Pomba Gira. This is a ritual that involves both the Eshu kingdom and that of Pomba Gira, because I want to have both parties or both sides. You need the plus and the minus for magnetism. Okay, so there's a reason for this as well. All right. So also, when you get your 2024 cuff bag, I'm going to also tell you, should you want to. Now, I've said this last night in the last video. Some of you don't want a relationship with an Eshu or a Pomba Gira. You just want your results manifested. So be it. You can kind of be transactional with this if you want to. It's fine. I'm not trying to advocate for anyone to go and start a relationship with a particular Eshu or a particular Pomba Gira. I don't give a fuck what you do. All right. But if you are interested in that, I'm going to show you how to find your own personal, because we each have our own personal Eshu and Pomba Gira. So though I can go, let's say there's a particular SU that I'm like, I keep hearing about, and I want to work with. I can go work with him. He might not be my SU though. You know what I'm saying? So these are like also your personal, what is it? Crossroads spirits, your own personal openers of the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so some of you I know are going to get wet over that. You want that. You want this. I would too. I do. You know, so like I understand. You know, but some of you are just like you're not. Some people that join these rituals are kind of more dibbler dabblers. All right, the dibbler dabblers really ain't. They're not really into all this spiritual shit. They're like, I just want to be a part of this ritual and get my cuff bag so I can get my chocha ate or get my dick sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like more often, higher quality. You know, that type of thing. There's nothing wrong with that either. If that's where you're at, cool. That's not a problem. Machiavelli Crooks. What's going on, brother? How you doing, God? Good to see you. The insecure group Peud. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But you understand what I'm saying. So anyways, yeah. That's what's going on with this, but it's my also like I said, you if it's like you could think small about something or you can think have a larger perspective about things. Like me personally, just the way I think, I'm like, okay, cool. This can enhance my seduction powers and my sexual magnetism. Great. I can see a lot of uses for that, you know? But I also can see how I can use this type of magnetism in business. I also see how I can use it, believe it or not, in like all kinds of different relationships, not just your romantic relationships. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's all around and in attracting things, right? Things, opportunities, situations, attracting information. Maybe I'm trying to create something and I need some information, right? Boom. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So it works all the way around. That's what I'm saying. It works all the way around. That's how I look at it. All right. But if you're looking at, and let me tell you something too, also, this is just a suggestion. Okay. If you are getting your particular 2024 Pomba Gira SU and Pomba Gira cuff bag for, let's say, the sexual attraction, the magnetism, things like that, it wouldn't hurt because, you know, sexual magnetism and especially specifically seduction, is also a skill set. So it wouldn't hurt to kind of brush up on your skill set as well, right? Like work with the magic, as I like to say, right? It's like, how would I look if I did a spell to become like the best boxer, but I never went to the boxing gym? I never did no drills. I never did no strength and conditioning. I never did none of that shit. Is it just gonna magically happen? I mean, hey, who knows? Anything is possible, but I think you catch my drift. I think you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? So I think what I'm going to do here in just a moment, for any of you who may want to ask a question, if you have a question that you want to explore specifically, all right, let's put this up here first of all. And then we're also going to put this up. Hold on a second. Sorry about this wiggly shit. That right there, the Miami Vice. All right. So just while we're saying is, if you choose to, like, let's say you have a question, like you want a quick read on something, a little mini read on one specific question, then now is your chance. You can do that. Someone just, I look, we're gonna get a little wild here, okay? Because we're talking about Pomba Gira. Someone just asked me, do I remember how to eat their chocha? I sure in the fuck do. All right. I remember the spots. Up and to my left. All right. And do not approach the clit directly. How about that? I definitely know. And you know what? These skill sets are just nothing but exponentially magnified. So, like, the tongue is even a billion times more deadlier. Yeah. Okay. And the energy that comes from the tongue is a billion times more deadlier. So, you probably should just stay where the fuck you at. Okay. And don't get me started on the dick now. Okay. On the phallic staff. Okay. Don't let me get started on that. Okay. The addiction rate is on 1,000,000,000% now. You understand, with this narcotic? 1,000,000,000%. I got to be very judicious now in who I, you know what I'm saying, who I disperse. Like, are you cool? Because this is worse than fentanyl. Like, this will, and the side effects, Lord have mercy. Okay, you said you're cool, right? Okay, here you go. Boop. It's like that. It's like that. And you know the stamina on go. I ain't got to tell you. Okay. Anyhow, hey, thank you, prophetess. I appreciate you saying that. You already know. You already know, mijita. You already know. Sorry, someone's like talking a little shit. I gotta fuck with them too. They know. Why do you think I haven't given you none? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that just the energy's gonna fuck shit up, and I don't want to fuck shit up for you. Okay? It's not that I don't appreciate your torta. Okay? It's not that I don't. Lord knows I do. All right, but I don't want to fuck up what you got going on, and it's going to. All right, you'll fuck it up. All right. You'll fuck it up. Trust me, and I don't want that for you. Okay, so I had to make an executive decision. I know. She sent me a sad face. I know. I have to. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I thought long and hard about that. Okay. But these readings will also be done tonight with, this is my SU deck. Okay, which is one of these. It comes from, this is the deck. This shit's fucking backwards. Yeah. The hidden, baby, the hidden. You understand? Yeah. So anyways, if you'd like to get, if there's a question that you want to know about the ritual, the upcoming Valentine's Day Massacre, feel free to ask. We can discuss it right here and now. If there's a question or something that you want to know, that you want to read on, or some divination on, you can follow this little sticker ball right there. Okay. And let me know in the comments, and I can accommodate you. It's that simple. Now, like I said too, what I'm thinking also right now, the video is going to be, there's going to be a video link. The ritual is going to be recorded. So, you know, I hope you don't mind me saying your name, because I need to say your name in the ritual. I have to. Okay. I gotta say it. So I'm going to say your name in this ritual. And there may be a way that comes to me to where it's like, you know, for you to participate as far as you're watching it. I usually like to do something like that because I like to give you a little bit of homework. I like to have you, you know, interact, because this is your ritual, you know. So a lot of these details, they come, you know, they come when they fucking come. Like, I don't have no control over when I get certain insights and shit. You know, that'd be great. I'd love to get them like on time too. You know what I'm saying? I need it like at 9 a.m. I need this right now. You probably can though. I probably have this, I don't know, but this belief about it. But yeah, things just kind of, they take shape as you go. You know what I'm saying? They take shape as you go. Do we have any questions either about Exu Pomba Gira, the ritual, or perhaps, I want to stay in that area, sexual magnetism. Okay, sexual magnetism, seduction, anything like that? You got something like that? I paid. Okay. I've been doing a ton of rituals. How will my life transform this year? Okay. Some of the cards just spilled out right now. Just a moment. Un momento. Okay. How about, Daddy, you gonna be mad at me. You gonna be mad at me. How about, how will it transform this year? It'll transform in accordance with your rituals. I appreciate your question. I'm just fucking with you. All right. Well, let's do this. You know how this goes, right? You know how this goes, Danny. You're not new here anymore. You're not company, Danny. I mean, yeah, you're not company. You're family. Okay, now, so. All right. Please approach the Shangorian altar. Would you find your spot here in the Shangorian altar, at the Shangorian altar, the place that is the most comfortable to your needs, all right, with these cushions, all right? And I'll go ahead and just, take a relaxed gaze at this eye. Pick a part on this eye. Most people pick the iris. And as you can just totally feel your eyes relaxing, because this is what this is about. When you relax, the answers can come. All right. Now go ahead when you're ready. Just go ahead and start taking a nice, slow, relaxing, refreshing, deep breath in. All the way to the top. And when your lungs are filled, and they just can't take no more day. You go ahead and hold that for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and just release that with a sigh, releasing all stress, tension, worry, any bullshit. And you're also opening your mind for whatever needs to come to you today. All right, let's get it. So the question is, I'm going to put your question here on the thing. I paid, so my question, I've been doing a ton of rituals. How will my life transform this year? Okay, I want you to just keep repeating inside your head, how will my life transform this year? Let's get it. Now remember, Danny, I think you know this speech already, right? This is all based on energy. This is all based on probability, okay? So you change anything, you change everything, basically, okay? So we're looking at trajectory, all right? This is about trajectory. That's what we're looking at. All right, one more time. Okay, Danny, since we're talking about transforming and changing, I'm going to give you 5 cards and we'll see what comes out. So far, you're looking pretty damn good, Danny. I gotta tell you right now. All right. Okay. I'm going to use another deck for some clarification here also. Just give me a little clarification. I can tell you this, Danny. First off the bat, damn, did I give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Take this one out. Off the rip, I got a very, very positive charge off this damn card. I feel your finances are going to a new intensity as far as up. I'm pretty sure that's one thing that you wanted to see happen this year. We're going to get a little bit more detail on that. But yeah, this is one of the best money cards that someone like yourself could have. Any of us could have, to be honest with you. Take this. Okay. Get a little bit more clarification, please, on fucking all these cards, huh? Each and every one of them. That would be great. Especially first with this 4. Okay. This this 10 of diamonds. Okay. 4 of hearts. You know what? I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna be a little bit bold, okay? I'm gonna be really bold with you, Danny. All right. Just 2 of diamonds. All right, we'll get to that. But one of the things I'm seeing here too, you're not gonna probably believe me when I tell you this. Okay, and I don't personally give a shit. But I feel this is gonna sound so strange to you. Oh damn, I'm gonna have to plug in here real soon. My microphone, my wireless mic is plugged in where I need to plug in the damn charger. But let me just say this. God damn it, I feel like you're gonna get that house. You are gonna get that house. And you know what hold on. You know what the backup card is for that, Danny? Another 10 of diamonds. And you know what this 10 of diamonds I have written on this shit? I don't know if you can see this, Danny. Okay, this is for you. It's smudged, right? Hallelujah in the name of Jesus. It says, just like the good Lord has built you a mansion in heaven. It says inheritance, Danny, inheritance. Are you reading that? It also says reward. Okay. Now, 10 of diamonds, man. 10 of diamonds. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take this mic off because this phone's about to die. Just a second. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the major things is you getting this home. I know what you're thinking. You're going off the past. You're thinking like, well, there's no way my mom, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm seeing that there's a way, okay? You're going to get this fucking house. Or something within this year is going to happen where you can totally see that this is so. All right? That's what's one of the things that's going to happen. Now, in regards to this, like I said, this is like your finances going to another level, right? The clarification card I got for this was the 5 of hearts. Now, I did look at what I wrote here, and it says fence sitter, unseen change, right? Fickle. I did also feel with this card, a change of heart is going to be needed, though, to fully complete this. I don't know what it is that you're sitting on the fence about right now. Okay. What it is that you're sitting on the fence with this 10 of diamonds, I just see that you're going to, though. So even if you are sitting on the fence about some shit right now, you're going to jump your ass off that fence like Humpty Dumpty, right? And you're going to put yourself together again. And I think also it's starting with a change of heart, but in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? A change of heart is also like, you know what? This is a change of, you know what? Let me give you a good example of a change of heart. Okay. I've been wanting to do this, but secretly, maybe I don't really think I can, right? So I procrastinate on it. I just never do it. And finally, I don't know what happens, but I have this experience where I'm like, you know what? In this moment right now, I now know for a fucking fact I can do that shit. I can do that shit. And it's like, now you're hyped to actually do it. Like all that resistance, that inside resistance that was there, is no longer there, right? That can come about in a lot of different ways. But that's an example of a change of heart. Okay. There's some, let me see. So when I got this 2 of diamonds, I was kind of like, this could be some type of a contract. A contract can also be an agreement, okay, between this is also the, believe it or not, the card of marriage. There's somebody who may still be watching this video. This is actually their card, the 2 of diamonds. Oh, damn fish. But this is also the card of being kind of feeling torn or divested. This can be like a contract, or this can actually also be a divorce card. This is one of the divorce cards, right? 2 can mean 2 coming together, right? Ain't it good when you come together, right? But then there's being separated, right? There's being separated. I think this may be having to do with, though, contractual of some kind, maybe somebody trying to divest you of something. Also, this may come up. I'm just saying this may come up. Something having to do with legalities. You heard? I feel also too, you as of right now anyway, like I said, if you don't like what I'm telling you, you always can change it. Like, you know what I'm saying? There is a decision I feel like that you didn't make, or that you, or a plan of action that you, or something was planned. Okay, something was planned to do something and you did not do it. I don't know what it has to do with. One of the things that it's showing me is that some of the results or repercussions from that could feel like, fuck, I feel burdened, I feel tied to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I just got word that my sound is bad. Is that true? Can y'all still hear me? Here is the this is also about, you know what, this comes down to a decision. You're gonna have a major decision. I feel like there was something you were planning to do. It could be something, starting something. I don't know, could be some kind of a business. I'm not really, it could be something else though. It's some form of a mental creation. Okay. It's some kind of a mental creation. But maybe you deferred from doing it. Maybe you, I don't know. You just didn't hop to it. But here now, I feel like there is some situation, something from the past needs to be, I guess, reconciled. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you need to take action on it. Something is coming back because now is the time to actually do it. All right. And finally, 4 of spades. This is coming in 2 different ways. All right. This is like the steadying of, or like stabilization of either your work life, something having to do with your health or physical. All right. But on the other side of this card, there's also sabotage to look out for, I feel. All right. First and foremost, self-sabotage and somebody outside of you, okay, wanting to sabotage. Do, of course, watch who you talk to, what you say, what you disclose about yourself. Don't say shit to anybody about you. Keep your business to yourself. All right. specifically, especially for what you're working on, your plans and intentions. Do not say anything to nobody. Keep that shit to yourself, please. All right. And again, another diamond card. This is not reversed. This actually feels to me like some kind of manifestation. It feels like manifestation of money or something that I guess you could say a wish fulfilled. It also tells me, it gives me this feeling of like whatever's going on throughout this year, or whenever this card applies anyways, like you're feeling rich. You may not technically be rich, but who gives a shit if you feel rich, right? For some people, having 10 grand in the bank, they feel rich. To a millionaire, 10 grand in the bank don't mean shit. They wouldn't wipe their ass with that, to a billionaire. But I see you feeling like on top of your shit, like, there's also some information coming, some type of a message. It could be about or relating to this. I honestly feel like it's a particular amount. I feel like it's a particular amount. Maybe there was a particular amount that you actually casted for. I feel it's coming home. It's coming home to roost. Okay. Thank you, Deaconess. You know how this damn thing is. I apologize. Where did it cut out for you, Danny? Oh, shit. I don't have to do all that again. That's why that's why I use that plug-in mic. So we don't have that problem. Because you know how this shit be? This platform it's janky. It's good, but that part, certain things like that is janky. I don't know, where did I get cut off, Danny, or did you miss any information that I just gave to you? I don't know. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions? Oh, I wanted to tell you this too, Deaconess. All right, because I'm getting the Sorcerer's Corner like really. I'm redoing the whole thing. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of work to do that. I have to redo my regular Shango-Ray website. I'm kind of trying to figure some things out. But since I haven't been doing readings in there, and just because you're you. You know what I'm saying? If you ever have a question on here, of course, just like Prophetess, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all are my moderators, and besides, we go, like, I fucks with y'all the long way. Okay. So if you ever have a question or anything that you want to ask here, please, por favor, feel free to ask. Okay. I insist. I appreciate you guys. All right. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, good. All right. Danny, did you cast for a particular amount recently or within the last few months anyways? Just let me know. Just say, oh, hey, you sexy deals. Oh, I have a question. I'm playing with you. No, just let me know, like, hey, I got a question for you after also, or whatever. Whatever it is, that's cool. Just at anytime I'm live here, please, okay? If you have a question, like if we're doing readings and shit, don't hesitate. I insist. I'm gonna be upset there, young lady, if you don't. All right. Yep, me cafe. Somebody was like, "What's in your cup?" My cafe. You know that? Yep. My cafe is legendary. Yeah. I wish I could stay, but I have work in the morning. Yeah, I'm about to get up off of here, Rainbow Rabbit. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you very much. Hey, brother, thank you again, man. You don't have to, obviously, but hey, I am not going to refuse no abundance in any form or fashion. So may it be multiplied 1,000 by 1,000 to you, starting in this very moment right now, okay? It's on its way back. Just know that. I think you do know that. I think you do know, like, you know what I'm saying? All right. So if there's no other questions, you got it. Hey, right on. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you, Danny Doom. I appreciate you. If anybody else has a question, please let it be known now. Okay, if you got it, let it be known now, because I am about to hit this end button. And you know what I'm gonna do? I got some avocados. I'm finna make me some egg burritos. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. And I got some, you know that cheese that's got the yellow and the white cheese? Yeah, I got some of that too. I use my whole grain tortillas. Okay, I know some of you like it all traditional and all that. That's fine. But, and I got my sour cream. Yeah, we're doing it big. Okay. I got plates for y'all, Adela. I'm mailing out plates. I'm mailing out plates. Oh wait, first I gotta mail out some cafe. Uh, all right, I think we're gonna conclude because join the 2024 Valentine's Day Massacre ritual going down, okay, on Valentine's Day. Now, there were 9 slots because making these bags and stuff like that, that's why there's kind of a limit. So we have 8 slots available now. All right. So the link is in the description, or you can go to shango-ray.com and you will see the pop-up come through, and you just click the button and you can read a little bit more about it and then find your own reasons to join now. It's not a problem. Okay. Yes, Adela. Yes, you already know how this goes. You know it. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's my Elvis, or Shelvis. Shango Elvis. You ain't never seen that, huh? No, you ain't never seen that. All right, so we're about to get up out of here. Thank you, everyone who tuned in or who will be watching this and that. Appreciate you. And we will see you tomorrow, because I'm going to go back. We're going to be on a promo fest here. You're going to just keep seeing his face. Okay? You're going to keep seeing it. All right? So anyways, be back again. Have a great, great night. I hope y'all are staying warm. Fuck this cold weather. Fuck this rain. I know some of you are snowed in or whatever. Hopefully you're not. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll be back again. Peace.